Hi there! For today's read aloud, we are going to be reading the drama, The Hare and the Tortoise. Now remember, drama also means the same thing as play. So I have been going back and forth. It means the same thing. So if I say play, I mean drama. If I say drama, I mean play. Okay? Now this book is very similar to the book we read last week, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It's similar because it's also a tale and play, meaning the first part of this book is a tale. Reads just like a normal story, right? Normal book. But at the end of this book, you're going to find the same story, but it's written as a play. So it's so if you could, what I have done in the past is I'll have students and I'll give them each a part. I'm like, okay, you're the squirrel, you're the duck, you're the hare, and we'll act out the little play. So what I'm going to do for you, since it's just me, I'm going to play each character, right? So what I'd like to do now is introduce you to the characters in this play. Remember, this is called cast. This is a cast. These cast means all the characters in the drama or play. We have squirrel, duck, first mouse, second mouse, badger, owl, tortoise, hare, and narrator. And remember, narrator is not a character in the story. They're not acting. They are just the person that's telling the audience what is going on, giving us an overview. All right, so what I would like to do first is use the title, The Hare and the Tortoise, the cover, and I already told you the characters that are in this play, so I'd like for you to use all of that to make the best possible prediction that you can. I'm going to give you just a moment to do this. Okay, if you're at school, maybe your teacher can call on two of you to share your predictions. And if you're at home, maybe you can pause the video and share your prediction with an adult, sibling, or a stuffed animal. Okay, if you need more time, just pause the video. But just like before, last week when I read The Boy Who Cried Wolf, I was showing you the pictures, right? I was showing you the pictures, but I was acting as a character, so I was reading the lines. So right here, I'm going to have my copy, the script, which you'll learn about script here this week. I'm going to have my script, but I'm going to be showing you the pictures. So just go ahead and listen along. Remember, whenever I'm doing these dramas, I say narrator, and then I say what the narrator's part is. Then I'll say hare, and then I'll say what the hare's part is, okay? The lines. All right, The Hare and the Tortoise by Jenny Giles, illustrated by Pat Reynolds. This book is retold, meaning Jenny Giles is not the person who came up with this story. She retold it. So she got the story, The Hare and the Tortoise, and rewrote it, and has her. This is her version of The Hare and the Tortoise. So it might be a little bit different than other copies. Okay. Narrator. Once upon a time, some animals lived near a big meadow. Every day they would meet together, and Hare would come jumping along to join them. Hare would dance and prance through the long grass, telling them all what a fine fellow he was. Hare. I'm the best runner in the land. No one could win a race against me. Badger. Oh, go away, Hare. Squirrel. We know what a good runner you are. Duck. And we don't want to race against you. Narrator. But one hot afternoon, Tortoise came crawling slowly out from behind his rock. Tortoise. I am tired of listening to your boasting, Hare, so I will race you. So he's tired of him. He's tired of Hare bragging about himself. Hare. You? Why, you are the slowest animal in the land. What sort of race would that be? So you see him laughing as he says that. Tortoise. A race like any other race, and it can take place whenever you like. Badger. Hooray for Tortoise! Squirrel. You can do it. Duck. Good for you, Tortoise. Narrator. All the noise awoke the wise old owl. who had been asleep in his tree above the animals. Owl, if Tortoise wants to race Hare, then he shall. I will start the race myself. You will go once around the track, by the meadow, past the willow tree, and back to this tree. Hare, I'm ready to start. First Mouse, we will make a line from the tree to the rock. Second Mouse, the race can begin from here. They are making the line. Oh, I can take a moment. I know I'm not reading this right here. I'm reading my lines right here, my script. But here, what is this called? Quotation marks. And when we see these in a book, what does that mean? Dialogue is happening. There's a conversation. One character is talking to another character, right? So I'm going to read this. You will go once around the track by the meadow, he said. So, let's see. The owl is saying that because I just read that. So, the owl is telling the hare and the tortoise this. They're having a dialogue, conversation. Remember, that's one of the parts of a drama, dialogue. Narrator. Everyone watched quietly as Tortoise crawled slowly down to the line. Now, are they fast animals? Yes or no? Not really, no. But if you haven't read this story, then there is a surprise in the story. So I just wanted to make a little note. Owl, on your marks, get set, hoot hoot. Narrator. Hare got away to a fine start, and he was soon out of sight. Hare. Why am I running a race with the slowest animal in the land? I'm just wasting my time. Narrator. Tortoise moved his legs slowly up and down as he plodded along. Tortoise. The sun is very hot, but my shell is keeping me cool. I will be able to walk all around the meadow today. Narrator. Soon Hare stopped and looked behind him. Hare. I've got time to have a little rest under this willow tree. Tortoise won't be here for hours. There's the tortoise. Oh. There's the tortoise. He is behind the hare. Hare's looking back. So here's the hare resting like he said he was going to. Narrator. Hare lay back in the cool green grass and watched the leaves moving gently above him. His eyes began to close, and his head began to nod. Very soon Hare was asleep. Meanwhile, Tortoise had been plodding steadily along. So he's still going. The tortoise is still moving along. Tortoise. I can see the willow tree in the distance. I will reach it in a little while. Narrator. The little mice came running up to the tortoise. First Mouse. We have some good news for you, Tortoise. Second Mouse. Hare has gone to sleep under the willow tree. Narrator. Tortoise smiled to himself and crawled just a little bit faster. Tortoise. Aha! I have reached the willow tree, and Hare is still asleep. I will creep past him very quietly. So, that's what I just read. Tortoise, the mice talking to him. The hare still asleep. Narrator. So Tortoise went past Hare and headed toward the finish line. The animals saw him coming and began to shout. Badger. Look, here comes Tortoise. Squirrel. Come on, Tortoise. You're nearly there. Duck. You're going to win. Hare is waking up now. So he's like, oh, waking up from underneath the tree. Oh no, how did Tortoise get past me? I will have to hurry to catch him, but I still have time to win. Badger. Look out, Tortoise. Squirrel. Hare is awake. Duck. Hare is coming. Narrator. Owl looked down and he saw Tortoise put his foot over the finish line first. Hare raced across, but he was too late. Owl. Tortoise wins. There's that first foot. All the animals are watching. They're all very happy for him, right? See? Just a little bit too late. right there. Badger. Hooray for Tortoise! Squirrel. Tortoise got here first. Duck. Tortoise has won the race. Narrator. Hare felt very foolish, and he crept away into the meadow. Owl. Ah, well. Slow and steady wins the race. So, the tortoise never gave up. He kept going, going, going. And the hare, he thought he was the best, and so he's like, I don't even need to take this race seriously. But he should have, because who ended up winning? The tortoise. Okay, let's go back to a couple of the different parts of a drama. We have dialogue, which we went over actually in the play. I pointed out some quotation marks, and we talked about how when we see quotation marks, which is actually right here, ah, well, said Al. So Al's having a conversation, a dialogue with the other characters. We went over the characters in the beginning. We talked about the cast of characters. Let's go ahead and name them. We have the hare, tortoise, owl, squirrel, duck, first mouse, second mouse, and badger. We have 8 characters. Okay? And what is that called again when we just listed all of them? That's the cast. Cast lists all the characters in the drama or play. And the narrator, what's the narrator's job? We've gone over this several times, so I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. What is a narrator? Narrator's job is to tell the audience what's going on, to give us an overview, right? Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about is the setting, also known as the scenery. Where is this story taking place? Let's go back a little bit. Look at the pictures, just a couple of pictures. It's happening outside, right? Outdoors. Near the grass, in the grass, under the willow tree, outside. That's where it's happening, right? Okay? When is this happening? Daytime or nighttime? Looks like daytime, right? So where is the story taking place? Outside. When? Daytime. All right. So that was the Hare and the Tortoise. That was the play. And I hope you enjoyed today's little read aloud.